Welcome back to another episode of Witch on the Rocks. Today we are going to be talking about amethyst, and amethyst is just clear quartz with iron inclusion, so it's got a lot of similarities as quartz, such as it's at a 7 on the most hardness scale, um, and its chemical compound is SiO2, and again, it comes from clear quartz. The thing that gives it its color is iron inclusions or other transitional metals. Now, that being said, if you do leave amethyst out in the sunlight, it will start to fade and lose its color. So I would keep it away from windows or direct sunlight at least. It is also found in a huge variety of colors. Most people just think of amethyst as purple, but it does come in a variety of purples, from dark, juicy, grape jelly purples to very light, faint purples as well. It is also found in pinks, pink tones, and even black. So with amethyst, one of the cool things about it and its color gradient is, depending on what is in it, it can help change the color. Like every crystal, there is always the inclusions that can give it a change in its tones or, its overall color. One of these being iron. The more iron in it, the different it'll be. Hematite capping is another one that'll turn like the tips of amethyst pieces red. Goethite inclusions are like little black hairs inside of them. It's really cool because there's a mine up in Canada called the Thunder Bay Mine, and they have, as far as I know, 3 pockets or veins open right now that they are selling pieces from. And these are the Moonlight, the Gimme the Loot, and the Dorian Mine. I do have a video I will insert with the 3 different mines, and it's just amazing to see how shifting its location and its surroundings can change a piece so much. Because like the Dorian Mine, you can't really see any of the purple unless you turn it sideways, and you can see the purple veining throughout it above the quartz. And then the Moonlight Mine is another one. It's a lot more lustrous and purple. And then you get the Gimme the Loot, and that's got some pretty heavy hematite capping on it as well. And it gives it just this really unique look, and I love that. You also can get from Spain, there's Veracruz, which is mostly just like, it looks like a quartz cluster, and then at the tips are just faint pops of purple. They look like phantoms. They're also really popular for having water inclusions, so you really got to look them over pretty good to see if you can find something in them. But another one that comes from Spain is pink amethyst. Again, it's cool to see that there is such a variance in, something we mostly associate with a purple color when it comes to crystals and rocks and such. I don't have any black amethyst, so unfortunately I won't be able to include any of that in here, but I do have quite a variety of other places. I've got your Uruguayan, there we go. I've got Spanish pieces, I've got pieces from Canada. It's also found in Spain, Italy, the US. It's pretty widely accessible, and it's great to see how much it varies from place to place. Another really good one that has a lot of variety in terms of collecting and crystals is fluorite. I mean, you've got so many different colors, so many different veins from all over the world. I will go over fluorite in another episode because that one is too cool to pass up. So a little bit about amethyst. Where did it get its name? It is actually from a Greek legend about a girl named Amethystos. It's believed that Amethystos was on her way to worship Artemis, and Dionysus, the god of wine, was angry with the mortals and pretty ticked off that they weren't worshiping him or recognizing him in a way that he felt was fair. So he ordered his lions to maim and kill the next person to pass by, which was Amethystos. And Artemis had heard her cries as she was being mauled by these lions and decided to come and put her out of her misery. Afterwards, she did turn Amethystos into a beautiful crystal, and Dionysus, feeling guilty, he had heard, the cries of her as his lions were killing her. He came down and he poured his wine over this crystal that Artemis had made, giving it its beautiful purple, lustrous color. And amethystos actually translates to not drunk. So it is believed that this is where amethyst got its name, and I thought that was really unique. You don't get a lot where it directly derives from, a person or something like that. Most of it, well, I should say a person in legends and lore. Most minerals or crystals are named after the people who have found it. So it's nice to see that this was much more than that. It was quite a surprise when I found this story, and I definitely love it. It is something I tell pretty much everybody. So in terms of metaphysical, amethyst is a really good all-around stone, kind of like quartz. It mostly focuses on quieting the mind, bringing people back. It can open your third eye chakra. It's a very spiritual stone. It's very stress relieving, helps, bring you back into the moment, into the present. It's really good to meditate with and have with you. And it being what it is really common to get it in different forms of jewelry so that you can have it with you all the time. I also like to carry either like pocket stones, worry stones, coins, or palms with me, and I rotate them out depending on how I feel in the day. But amethyst is a really good all-around one to have with you if you're not really sure what you're feeling or if you're down a little bit. It is also a very good sleep stone. You can put it under your pillow to help alleviate nightmares or to help you remember your dreams. It wards off anything malevolent out to get you while you are, asleep. So it overall protects you in more ways than one, but it's mainly focused, on your mind, and whether it's protecting it while you're sleeping or helping to calm you down while you're awake. It's very relaxing and relieving to have with you all around. Another thing I was going to talk about with amethyst is, since we brought up Artemis, being the one who put Amethystos out of her misery, I wanted to share with you what I know about her. So she is a Greek goddess. It is believed that in the Italian side, she is the equivalent to Diana. So she is the goddess of the hunt and the moon. She holds the moon from the new moon all the way up until the full moon, at which point she relieves her power to Selene, who rules over the moon for its next cycles leading back to the new moon. And she is a very maternal goddess. They believe that she actually helped her mother, Leto, give birth to her brother, Apollo. And her dad is Zeus as well. She is fierce. She's a virgin goddess, but she does not take no crap. She was in love. She did have her male friend, or however you want to put it. This was Orion. She did end up having to kill Orion, but he was her love, the love of her life. She, again, was a huntress, goddess of the hunt. So when Christianity started to take over and, spread its word, they looked at Artemis as one of the most evil of all the gods and goddesses. They would burn down entire forests. They would eradicate wildlife just to try to curb her power and to knock her down. That's how threatened they were by Artemis. But overall, she's very protective over women, and especially pregnant women, because she has the midwifery inside her as well as, the hunting and the moon. And the moon is a very feminine side anyway. It's believed that the moon is the feminine side of you, and then the sun is the masculine side of you, which only makes sense because, if Artemis is the goddess of the moon and her brother Apollo is god of the sun, it kind of really mashes things together and brings it to perspective that, you are made up of all these things and it is all together. So Artemis, she's definitely one that I would like to look deeper into. She's not one I have followed closely personally, but she is one that I would like to dive deeper into. And if you guys would like to hear more about her, I can do some digging. Just leave a comment down below, and I can do an entire video on just her and what she is about, how to bring her into your space, how to, anything it is you guys are looking for. The same goes with any other god or goddess from any background, Celtic, Nordic, Greek, Egyptian, all of it. I've got a pretty well base knowledge of most of the gods and goddesses. I'm a bit more eclectic myself, so I've worked with a few, but not very long term. And the same goes for crystals. If there's a specific crystal you are wanting to learn about or hear about, let me know. I try to do some of my favorites and most popular ones, but I know that everybody is different, so I would love to hear from you guys and what you think. Any opinions that you guys have about my videos, please leave a comment and let me know. As always, stay safe and do something that makes your soul happy. I'll see you in the next one.